How's it going, guys? Vaibhav here and welcome to a video talking about the Apple iPhone 12. Now, my unit came in this morning and I thought I'd cover it because I want to make a series of videos on the iPhone 12. Things like how it improves upon the iPhone 11, just general things that are focused on the phone itself. So there's a lot of content coming out. So if you're interested in watching all of that, things like how Dolby Vision works, how the cameras perform, just plenty of things to talk about with this new device. If you're interested in watching all of these videos, make sure you subscribe down below and just stay tuned because the next few days are going to be pretty interesting. Now, I'm sure this is also not the first iPhone 12 unboxing you're watching, so I'm going to spare you pretty much all the experience and just talk about what comes inside the box and overlay some footage of the unboxing here and there. But as we all know, the box is pretty much 50% thinner than last year's, and that obviously helps Apple save costs. And that means you don't get the earphones nor the charger inside the box. I've also unboxed the phone over on numerous media outlets, so I know exactly what's in it. There's no charger, there are no earphones, and there's only one Apple sticker inside, not two, which is a bit concerning because Apple was known to provide, these goodies that came with the box. Now these goodies are sort of diminishing. You also get all the paperwork condensed into one small sort of box, which is nice, which saves space obviously. But you only get a Type-C USB cable to a Lightning connector cable. So that's a pretty concerning thought given personally I only have the iPhone 11 with me in my house, which means the charger that came with the iPhone 11 was a Type-A USB input. So essentially the cable that came with this box is useless. And I cannot use this cable unless I buy a separate 20-watt charger. This is a separate video I do want to make, sort of my experience with this smartphone once I start using it for the next couple of days, how it lives up and what it means if you've only got one Apple charger at home, because essentially you're paying a premium for the iPhone 12. This is no cheap smartphone. It gives you a lot of things to like, but at the same time, it's not the most value for money smartphone out there. But nonetheless, I do want to cover these points in a future video. For now, I'm just going to leave you guys with the unboxing and then my first thoughts, which the iPhone 12, to be honest, I think it's a refinement over the iPhone 11. It's nothing that should wow you if you have the iPhone 11 already, but in terms of form and size, it does give you a much nicer feel in the hand. That's something I've noticed. This is the blue color variant that I'm talking about. Now, in hindsight, I shouldn't have gone for the blue one because I think the blue one doesn't look as good as maybe the light green or even the product red version. I know the product red is not as saturated of a red, and yes, people did have their doubts over the blue. I sort of wanted to go for it because it was my favorite color, but I kind of regret it now. That's something that I'll sort of comment on once I start using the phone on a more regular and daily basis. In terms of the processing power inside, A14 Bionic CPU, pretty much the latest and greatest. Something also that's pretty interesting is that it comes with a ceramic shield protection on the front, but people are complaining that the ceramic shield protection isn't as strong as Apple claims. I don't know how it's gonna work out in the next couple of days. You get a 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR display. That's the biggest upgrade I say over the iPhone 11. So the iPhone 11 only had an IPS LCD display. So the iPhone 12 really bumps that up, reduces the bezels, and to be honest, when you hold the 12 and the 12 Pro side by side, I don't really see a point in buying the 12 Pro per se. Might as well hold off if you want a Pro variant for the iPhone 12 Pro Max, which comes out in just over 2 weeks' time. Aside from that, you still get the dual camera sensors, dual 12 megapixels, as well as the selfie camera, still the same notch, and that's something that I want to check out as well if Apple's made any improvements with Face ID. Once again, I do have the 11 with me, so those kind of videos are sort of what's in the pipeline for the next couple of days and the weeks to come. They do support night mode this time, so all of the cameras this time support night mode. So if you're taking a ultra wide angle shot in pretty much pitch black conditions, I can say for a fact that the iPhone 11 will struggle, whereas the iPhone 12 is supposedly going to do a better job, and that's another video that I have in mind. Okay, but yeah, that pretty much sort of wraps up this video. I wanted to keep it short. It's probably, again, as I said, not the most interesting video, but I just want to keep it for the channel, sort of building on what is to come in the future. So once again, if you are excited for what's to come, make sure you subscribe, leave a like down in the comments, and make sure you tell me what you'd like to see in specific with the smartphone. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. This was Vaibhav, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.